President Group Communications and Investor Relations Volkswagen AG, Hans-Gert Bode.
Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Guten Abend, meine sehr verehrten
Good evening,
Damen und Herren.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Geneva.
Welcome to the Volkswagen Media Night. Ich darf Sie herzlich willkommen heißen.
I'd like to welcome you tonight on the eve of the 2017 Geneva Motor Show. I think it's quite a crowd in this room here, despite that somewhat difficult weather we've had the pleasure to enjoy in Geneva here today. We have many visitors here today, many representatives from the press. It's a great pleasure to have you all here tonight. A very warm welcome also to our members of the board of the Volkswagen Group and also of the Volkswagen's brands and the members of the supervisory board as well. Now, just like last year, we're in the same location in the Geneva Arena, which is in Hall 7 of the exhibition grounds. But for those of you who have been here last year will notice something has changed. As you walked in through the entrance area, you have felt there's a different atmosphere, a lab-type atmosphere. It's the spirit of innovation that you probably can pick up here. It also engages the creative processes of our group. Every day, thousands and thousands of people within this company work on the future of mobility. And this is why tonight the motto of our event is something that has become a commonplace for our colleagues, shaping the future and creating innovation, because that means for all of us that we want to get our heads around a new mobility of the future, e-mobility, digitization and autonomous driving. And this is something that affects all of our brands, and we're working on that full power. The results of our work are shown here at the Geneva Motor Show when you visit all of our brands' booths. Now, what I can tell you now is we're going to show you tonight how the Volkswagen Group is going to develop a large chunk of this automotive future. Now, Matthias Müller, in his keynote speech, will explain to you what this is about. And this is not just it. You're going to see a number of virtual images here on the stage and on the screen. So make good use of that. Now, once we're finished with our presentations, I'd like to invite you to talk to many colleagues that we have here from our group and from the brands. Tonight, that should be going really well, I'm sure. Now, without any further ado, can I ask you again to have a great time here, enjoy this evening, and please welcome your and our host, our chairman of the board, Matthias Müller.
Aufbruch oder weiter so?
A new beginning or business as usual? Well, for anyone currently following the news about the automotive sector, our industry is hovering between precisely these two poles. There's no doubt that there's a whole new ball game that is taking shape at the moment. There are new trends and new technologies, new alliances, and also through new players that are elbowing their way into our business. But in spite of all the challenges, we at Volkswagen remain optimists. It is first and foremost the opportunities that we see, not just the risks. And we want to make sure that we're going to harness the changes in our industry to make precisely a new beginning. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Volkswagen Group on the eve of the Geneva Motor Show. We're glad you could join us here tonight. Now, I will not be able to predict what the future of mobility will bring, but I can tell you that we're working well-heartedly to help mold and to help shape it. So we've brought many new vehicles and ideas with us to Geneva. And before we talk about the future, though, I'd like to say a few words about the past. 2016 was an extremely challenging year for Volkswagen. It was a year marked by further steps to resolve and clarify the diesel crisis. But 2016 was also a remarkably successful year because we've set new records in our operating business and we've exceeded our own expectations. It's not just chasing records what drives us. Our real mission, well, my real mission, is something else. We want to make Volkswagen and our products better and better. Millions of customers placed their trust in us. In 2016, 10.3 million people all over the world said yes to vehicles from our brands. And we're very thankful for that. And we will continue to do everything in our power to honor this confidence of our customers. Mobility, technology and safety for many, well, that is part of our DNA. Just take the Volkswagen Beetle, the Type 1 and the Golf or the Audi Quattro. Take our commercial vehicle brands with their transport solutions that they offer. Or icons like the Porsche 911, which has been writing automotive history with its design, with its driving characteristics for over 50 years. And this precisely is the legacy behind our mission, to keep on doing what people truly expect of us, to design, to develop, and to manufacture the best vehicles here and now. And at the same time, to shape tomorrow's mobility. There's one thing, though, that we will never abandon. That's the strengths that have shaped us, namely the quality of our vehicles, the emotionality of our brands, our innovative power in the traditional technologies. Above all, in ever more efficient internal combustion engines, which will be with us for at least 2 more decades. Now, the 60 new vehicles that our group brands will be introducing to customers this year testify to that. They include core models, such as the VW Polo and the new T-Roc, the Skoda Yeti, the Seat Ibiza, the Porsche Cayenne, the Audi A8, or the Bentley Continental GT. At the same time, and with the same passion, we are working on the key trends of the future. With our Strategy 2025, we've set ourselves new, ambitious targets. By 2025, we will be launching over 30 additional purely battery-powered electric vehicles. We're also building up a new business field for mobility solutions, and we're making battery technology, autonomous driving, and artificial intelligence new core competences at Volkswagen. And in order to be ready for this big transformation, we're realigning the group in our structures, with new partnerships, and in our mindset. In 37 competence centers and digital labs, from San Francisco to Berlin and Beijing, we are developing solutions that are tailored to the demands of the digital world. We recently set up Moya, our own new mobility services company. Or take Rio. With Rio, we've launched a cloud-based operating system for the entire commercial vehicle industry. The Volkswagen ID and the ID Buzz. These are vehicles that are milestones on the road to e-mobility for everyone. Together with companies such as Mobileye, HERE or NVIDIA, we're working to develop digital technologies for the mobility of the future. These and many other initiatives show that the Volkswagen Group is truly making the future real. Here in Geneva this evening, we're delighted to be telling you about another key technologies that we're working on.
Während die Elektromobilität und digitale Vernetzung
Now,
bereits
while
heute
e-mobility and digital connectivity is already installed in many of our vehicles today, but the self-driving car, though, is still more of a fascinating promise at the moment. I know that many of you, just like me, love to wrap your hands around the steering wheel, but I'm nevertheless convinced that automated driving will make individual mobility safer, more comfortable and better for us all. That's because we believe in the future of this technology, in its rapid spread and its revolutionary potential. Now, semi-automated driving is already a familiar feature in our cars today. The vehicle takes control in simple traffic situations through an interplay of a number of intelligent assistance systems. For instance, when parking, or on the motorway, or in stop-and-go traffic. Now, Audi is putting the next fascinating step into production this year. The new A8 will be an automated vehicle. In jams or on the motorway, drivers can take their hands off the wheel at speeds of up to 60 kph. The A8 takes over, relieves the driver, and provides support. The first highly automated vehicles will be on the road a few years from now. Initially, we'll probably see them on longer journeys and in clearly defined and controlled environments, such as commercial estates or industrial sites or connected parking lots. Looking a bit further ahead, though, they will also be seen downtown. Self-driving cars with no steering wheel or pedals will be a common sight in the foreseeable future. Thanks to their e-drives, these will be zero-emission vehicles, offering our customers and their operators flexibility and economic efficiency, which means this is going to be smart mobility in the smart city. There are, however, a number of obstacles to be overcome in pursuit of this vision, not just technological hurdles, mind you, but above all, legal or political ones. So how do we make sure that our customers' data is secure and protected at all times? How do we shape the transition phase when autonomous vehicles and vehicles with a human driver meet? And finally, we need to find answers to difficult ethical questions, because algorithms do not have a moral compass. I'm convinced that all of these questions can be solved. We accept our responsibility and we will be part of the solution. Audi and Volkswagen are pioneers of autonomous driving. In 2005, a Volkswagen Touareg called Stanley won the DARPA Grand Challenge for robotically controlled cars in the Nevada desert. In 2010, an autopiloted Audi TTS scaled the legendary Pikes Peak in Colorado. In 2014, an Audi RS7 with no human driver aboard blazed around the Grand Prix circuit in Hockenheim in little more than 2 minutes at a top speed of 240 kph. So for us, that underpins our claim to play a proactive part in shaping the next stages and to take these cars then into production for our customers. To that end, we've made autonomous driving and artificial intelligence central building blocks of our Strategy 2025. Over the next years, we'll be investing several billion euros in these core technologies. We're recruiting top specialists, and we're pooling our strengths in the Volkswagen Group. Our teams have worked long and hard in the past months, and we are now very pleased to give you a foretaste of our work here in Geneva. Commissar Derek, or Inspector Derek to some, he's still one of the most popular TV detectives in the world. The series has been broadcast in over 100 countries, but mobility is not a problem for him. He just calls his assistant, Harry, who then brings the car around. Captain Kirk from the Star Trek series preferred a different form of transport. Beam me up, Scotty, and off you went to unknown galaxies at the speed of light. But then, as we've just seen a moment ago, it's better not to rely on that. And it's for that reason, tonight, we're going to present you with a different form of individual mobility. And, by the way, we don't need a magic wand for that. We have the one button you just saw in that movie. This one button opens the door to an integrated mobility system of the future, a project which the Volkswagen Group is currently working on. The vision is that one single touch of this button will guarantee individual mobility for everyone, anytime, any place. So let's just try. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cedric, the first self-driving car from the Volkswagen Group. It's all electric, fully connected and fully autonomous. Cedric is our foretaste of automated vehicles of the highest stage of automation, also referred to as level 5. So Cedric independently performs all driving functions. It's smart and very easy to operate. A steering wheel, pedals and a cockpit are no longer needed. Cedric has been systematically developed to meet users' needs. You just touch the one button and the car drives up. It recognizes you, the door opens, you can get in, you stow your bags and take a seat. And from now on, you talk to Cedric just like you would normally to your personal assistant, if you will. All further communications, where you want to go, how long the journey will take, what you can expect to find there, all of that is voice controlled. And you choose whether Cedric takes you to your destination by the shortest, by the fastest, or by the most scenic route. During the ride, you can then spend your time just as you like. Working, making phone calls, talking to other passengers, or just relaxing, basically. So Cedric then drops you off at your destination and then drives away to either automatically find a parking space or to serve the next passenger. Because Cedric can be used as a shared mobility vehicle from the Volkswagen Group pool, but it can equally well be your own, your personal car. Because many of our customers will continue to own a car in future too, but they can still share this car whenever they like, with their family and friends or other people living in their neighborhood. Ladies and gentlemen, it was this time last year, here in Geneva, that we talked about how fully automated vehicles will make life in our cities better, greener, above all safer. Because that is what it is, this self-driving car. It's always wide awake, it's never distracted, it's never tired. And the technological heart that makes all that possible is our self-driving system. This is a system based on artificial intelligence. It uses 360-degree LiDAR lasers, radar systems, numerous cameras. It uses high-end ultrasound sensor technologies and highly accurate digital maps. And these digital maps can also be updated in real time with the help of crowd data. The data are then transmitted to a very compact control unit. Until a few years ago, you would have to use supercomputers, mainframes the size of a sports hall, that would have been needed to provide such processing power as this control unit. And of course, Cedric is emissions-free, drives silently thanks to its battery-powered drive. The technical backbone of that system is our MEB, the Modular Electric Drive Kit, which is the foundation for future generations of our all-electric cars here in the Volkswagen Group. The battery unit is flat-mounted between the axles. The compact electric motor is fitted between the wheels, and as a result, we do no longer need the traditional proportions of present-day vehicles. Cedric's monolithic base does away with these common elements as a bonnet or a shoulder line, and I hope you'll agree with me when I say that this design is still friendly, it's appealing, it's positive. The 2+2 seat interior has been designed to maximize interior space and to minimize footprint, and the wheelbase, as you see, is almost identical with a VW Up. Still, Cedric creates a feeling of plenty of space, like a comfortable lounge on four wheels. It's fitted out with plenty of elements that make autonomous mobility truly fun. Ladies and gentlemen, there is also another reason why Cedric is something special. It's the first concept car from the Volkswagen Group. Now, to avoid misunderstandings, the group will not be building its own cars in the future, of course. That is something that our brands excel in. But this concept car stands for a new self-image of ours. The Volkswagen Group is a catalyst, an incubator for ideas. It looks far into the future. It brings together the creativity, the competence, and the knowledge of our group family. And then, obviously, shares all that with its brands. And that way, we can deliver innovations to our customers even faster in the future. Cedric was conceived, developed and built at the Volkswagen Group Future Center in Potsdam in collaboration with our group research in Wolfsburg. And Cedric's creators are with us this evening: Johann Jungwirth, the Volkswagen Group's Chief Digital Officer, Ulrich Eichhorn, Head of Research and Development, and Michael Mauer, Head of Group Design. Many thanks to you, and first of all, of course, your entire team. You've done a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, Cedric takes us far into the future. It's a trailblazer. It's an ideas platform for the Volkswagen Group's vision of autonomous driving. Elements and functions from this concept car will reappear in vehicles from our group brands in the coming years. Precisely in those 12 brands that have always made mobility possible and will do so in future in an outstanding type of way, delivering the diversity that does justice to that wide-ranging amount of wishes, needs of our customers. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of mobility is vibrant, is colorful, is fascinating, and it's this future that will not start 10 or 20 years from now. No, it is happening this evening here in Geneva. It is now time to enjoy a first look at a new generation of cars that will thrill people. New models like the VW Arteon, the Seat Ibiza, the Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, or the sports concept car from Italdesign, 01. But before we reveal them, let me invite you to attend our brand's press conferences tomorrow. Now, let me also point out that we are going to have another spectacular world premiere by our subsidiary Italdesign, which takes the automobile literally to new spheres. So please make sure you don't miss it. And with that, thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoy these cars. And now, I would like to wish everyone a successful 2017 Geneva Motor Show. Thank you very much.